with
No, wait, are we doing that now?
That's
a thing.
We're bringing it back. I'm telling you.
Bring back the 90s. We're too old. Is the problem? Is like half our demographic, they don't know what that is or get it.
No, half of them totally gets it. Our demographic is
okay. The other half doesn't get it though.
It's like, well, whatever. I guess you're right. I feel like we have a lot of older fans though. I'm not really sure. But then again, no. Then again, there's like the 17-year-olds. So I don't know. The world is crazy.
I think we have a good mix. Remember, it was like kid tested, mother approved or something. You know, that's what we are.
Kid tested, mother approved. That is our non-trademarked.
Wasn't that like Kix's like
yeah.
Kix? Yeah.
Right? Kix?
Yeah.
Did you guys like that cereal? I liked that cereal.
I weirdly did too, because it wasn't like a sugary.
Wasn't it kind of?
Right?
Didn't it taste kind of like Fruit Loops, sort of?
No, it was like plain.
Yeah, very tasting. Bland.
I thought Kix was like the bunny rabbit.
You know what else
right?
I love is like
that's Trix.
That was Trix.
Oh, I'm thinking Trix. Yeah, I don't know what Kix is then.
You know what else I really liked for cereal that's like plain and weird is, oh my god, I love mini wheats. And I love rice checks.
Oh, yeah.
Plain ass cereal.
I love that too, though. I don't know.
I'm a fan of the mini wheats. The mini wheats is one of the, like, because I buy cereal, but I rarely like eat a bowl of cereal. I usually buy it as just like I'm hungry, I need a snack, and I just reach in and grab handfuls because I like the way it tastes. So I'll just eat it dry. And mini wheats is like one of those that I think is good for that. Like there's a blueberry frosted mini wheat, and it's so tasty. Yeah, just get a handful.
Those
of those.
Are good. The frosted
really
mini
good.
Wheats. I could eat those dry out the box.
Yeah. Well, I guess my recent grocery purchase, I got more of like a healthy cereal that I guess really doesn't work for handfuls. So I guess I'm gonna have to start eating bowls of cereal.
Wait, why? Lynn, Patrick, Sarah is here tonight. Whoop whoop. And Biohazard Madness, are you cereal right now? I don't know if you're trying to be like sarcastic or if you're asking if we're like on cereal right now. Like if this is the topic for the discussion tonight.
And we definitely broke out.
I think he's
on a cereal.
I think he's quoting South Park. I think it's a South Park quote.
Okay,
right?
got it.
I'm cereal, guys. Super cereal right now.
Right. All right. But what were you saying about eating blueberry cereal or something tonight?
No, I was saying the majority of time when I buy cereal, I don't eat bowls of cereal. So I buy cereal that I can just reach in, grab handfuls and snack on it. But I said, I guess I'm going to have to change my trend because when I made my grocery list today and order my groceries, I picked healthy cereals, but they're not like, it's not like chunky that you can grab it. It would be weird to grab a handful of it.
It's like oats or something.
Yeah,
like
Nature's
that.
Grains or something like that.
I do Kashi cereal when we buy cereal.
Yeah, it's similar to that. I think.
God,
it's called like Nature's Grains.
Makes me sound so fucking old. We're like, Kicks and Checks and like all this fun shit. And it was like, you know what I really like is that granola shit. Like.
No, it just makes you sound hipster.
I eat grits.
Very East Nashville of you.
Do you really?
No, I don't really. I do. I like oatmeal though. Like I will actually eat oatmeal.
Oatmeal, like plain oatmeal, is like the perfect food. Like
apparently, Javi's in the waiting room.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah. Damn it!
We almost made it.
All right, let me admit him. I'm sure he's got some good thoughts on cereal though, so I'm anxious.
The only time I eat,
hey Javi,
Josh. The only time, do you get grits though at like a restaurant? Like I'll get it if I'm at a breakfast.
Oh,
place.
I like grits with breakfast.
So
I'm just never gonna make it because it's time consuming to make.
I've never actually had grits before. Like I've never tried them.
You
I don't really
like
even
it.
know.
Super bland and boring. That's why you got to load it with butter and cheese and salt.
Oh, okay.
And hot sauce.
So it's savory, or can you have it?
It tastes
either
like
way?
it tastes like
nothing.
Nothing.
Oh,
yeah, it's kind of textury, grainy, and if you like it tastes that has that plain taste.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's just good. Javi, how would
Yeah.
you describe grits? Do you like grits?
I do like grits.
They're good, right? Like they're good, especially like a Waffle House grit.
I'm assuming we're live since
Yeah,
we're
we're
all
live.
like kind of serious and everything.
Seriously
Yeah.
talking about grits and cereal. We also need to know what your
But Javi, when you have grits though, you load it with like butter and salt, right? You're putting something in it. You're not just eating grits by itself.
You have to have some kind of like sugar.
Oh, you go.
Well, no, wait.
So you
like a
wait.
sweet
Actually,
grit.
no, wait. Time out.
Dude, no.
I always get grits and cream of wheat mixed up. I'm thinking of cream of wheat. Cream of wheat's
okay.
like the breakfast thing, and you have to have sugar with that. Grits, I normally will eat grits at the restaurant I worked with. They had this dish called shrimp and grits, and that was amazing. So you have to have some kind of like
something with it.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't just eat plain grits because it's
I don't know.
plain.
I worked at Cabana. They
Yeah.
had shrimp and grits, and it was pretty dang good because you put like they had this Tabasco butter sauce, and then it has like shrimp and bacon in it and green onion. It's really good.
Doolin's comment had me like cackling. He said Javi's broadcasting from a casket.
Oh yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
pod casket, the nearly deads. Yeah. It's very cave like. We love your cave.
It's you know, if I had like a good week, I could totally renovate this bitch into like something awesome, nice,
Yeah.
like dope. The only catch is that you would have to sit down. It'd be like a studio where you just got to sit down. That's it.
Also,
Yeah.
you can't actually stand up at all. Like when you're down there.
I
you're
mean,
always
no,
sitting.
like this is me standing up.
Oh wow,
Like you,
It's a
like
crawl
I'm just
space.
sitting.
that's cool.
It's a crawl space, but it's like, it's one of the more spacious crawl spaces that I've seen because I mean, you can just, you don't have to like literally crawl, like you can walk around.
Yeah.
But
So it's a luxurious crawl space.
because like right now, yeah,
It's like how tall is it? Like 4 feet tall, I'm gonna say.
yeah.
So
I'd
you
say
you
about
can
4
kind of
feet.
like crouch.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
a crouch space.
Yeah, like right now I'm sitting, like I've got a computer chair and I'm just sitting like normal and I can stretch and just look around.
It
And
kind of
this is-
reminds me of like being in the tour bus, being in the van. Like you couldn't stand up, but that was like our home, and like you always
Right.
slept in
That's
the
true.
van. So it kind
Right.
of like looks like the inside of the van, because that was about as high as you could stand.
That's awesome. That's cool.
You gotta build yourself a little bunk in there, little memory
Dude.
foam mattress.
Hell yeah,
In case
Steve.
Amanda gets pissed at you
Steve.
one night, you can
Dude.
sleep in
Like
there.
where the hell's Javi at?
Oh, he's in his little. What did we used to say that you were like burrowed? Didn't we used
A
to
squirrel.
like you were squirrel? Yes.
Mm.
When
Don't
you were
call me the squirrel.
sleep in the van and you would like curl up and everyone would be like, "Where's Javi?" and you'd be like curled up in there.
That was my way of just trying to get away from you guys.
Hey, we all
I was
need
like, I need
Yeah,
alone
you
time.
I need some space. Don't mind, you know, the noises that you might hear.
What is that
No.
supposed to mean? Were you jerking off in there or something? What is that supposed to mean?
Hey man,
If the
you
van
know,
is a rockin', don't come. and knock.
Oh my
Blanca, the
God.
stories she could
Oh
tell.
my God.
Yeah.
Wow. So let's see. Summer Von Strom is here.
What's up, Summer?
yo,
It's been a
Nice.
while.
Missed you too.
Thank you for joining us tonight. All of you guys on Twitch. I love the action on Twitch. The Twitch is the Nearly Deads Live. The Discord is the Nearly Deads chat if you guys haven't joined. If you're a patron, you have a separate private Discord. So if you want to join Patreon. Something on Streamlabs popped up that they're matching all donations and donating it to like Ukrainian relief and aid. So I don't really know how that works, but if you guys out there watching on Streamlabs, I don't know, how do we get donations on here? I have no idea. I think I have to have a donation capture thing. I don't know how to do that, but I think that's really cool.
Maybe we can try to research it for next week and
Yeah, they'll probably still do it next week. There's like donation goal, subscription. I don't know. It just popped up when I logged on today and I was like, oh, that's cool. I should ask for donations tonight. And then I'm like, I don't know how to do that. So
It could be
the thought was there though.
It could be Ukrainian Relief / Nearly Dead's new album. Donations are accepted.
What?
Oh no.
It's all going to Ukraine. Every cent.
So,
Except 10%.
Nobody needs a Nearly Dead's album.
Yeah. So Sarah is wide awake. They should be sleeping. Because in the UK, what is it, like midnight? Something like that. It's like 6 hours ahead. It's probably pretty late there. Midnight or 1 in the morning. Thank you guys all over the world for joining us. We appreciate you guys spending a little bit of your time with us. We hope it brightens your day. We hope it cheers you up a little bit. And we're always here for you guys. Oh, 20 past 12. That's nothing. Unless you have to be up early, then that's pretty late. But
yeah, I went to bed at 1 last night and woke up at 7 for work or 6 for work.
I'm all over the place. Like I will wake up at 7:30 in the morning and then go to bed at 10, or I'm up till 2 or 3 in the morning. There's no like in between.
That's pretty much how I am.
Yeah.
But
sorry, I'm reading some comments.
Yeah, Twitch is popping off. We can just, I don't know. Does anybody have anything notable about catching up this week that they want to say? Or
I saw
if
the
not,
Batman.
we
I
can
saw
just
the
jump
Batman.
into the questions.
Yeah, let's do it.
yeah.
I mean, I saw the Batman. And this is Eleanor, by the way. Can you guys see? I moved my camera today so you could see her. Boop.
Boop.
Wait, where's
When
my...
they're being sleepy.
There she is. She looks like one of my stuffed animals. I had to show you guys. This is her. This is what she does when I do the streams. She just like lays there and is cute.
Little kitty. Where were we going?
Oh, it's not Ted from the Mark Wahlberg movie. This is just a teddy bear. His name is Bear.
I love that.
His name is Bear.
What's the koala's name?
Koala's name is Koala Bay.
Teddy Ruxpin. That was the name of the bear, right? Teddy Ruxpin.
Not from Ted. Ted was just like a teddy bear. Like the Mark Wahlberg movie Ted. That wasn't a Teddy Ruxpin.
I thought it was a Teddy Ruxpin bear.
Dude, Teddy Ruxpin's like, they're scary. And half the chat has no idea what a Teddy Ruxpin is.
I don't know. I thought they said that
1/4 of the podcasters don't know what a Teddy Ruxpin is.
Got it.
It might be 2/4.
half
2/4.
Josh, would it be 8/16 of?
Yeah, 8/16 of. That's funny.
Doolin says he had one. I mean, I probably would have had one if we had any money when I was a kid, but that was definitely not a toy that I had. The talking bear.
Yeah, I had a stuffed bear that I named Bear. I was very creative as well.
I had a Snuggle, like a Snuggle bear, like Snuggle, the laundry detergent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah,
Nice.
I loved it. It's like my favorite.
I still have like my childhood teddy bear, and it's a Care Bear. I'm obsessed with Care Bears because I've had this since I was born, and he's like all like matted, like his name is Sleepy.
Like the dwarf.
It's just named Sleepy. I don't know. Like officially, it's Bedtime Bear, but when I was a kid, I was like Sleepy.
I feel like we're sleepy. We keep starting conversations, and then there's like an awkward pause, or like I think everybody just spaces out. I mean, I'm kind of spacey because I live
like
in
tonight, or like in general.
Yeah, tonight because it's just like living
I feel
in
like
fucking
it's
Tennessee.
flowing, man. I feel like the combo's flowing tonight.
My
cereal,
sinuses are just like
the cereal.
We got to circle back
flowing.
to cereal. Like,
yeah,
we got.
I did want to.
Got my
you guys,
hot toddy here.
Y'all remember those bears you could like write on? Like I never
Doodle
had
Bear.
one.
They were called Doodle Bears.
Oh yeah.
Right? I definitely
Yeah.
had that.
I never had one, but I always remember the commercials, and you just could wash them and then rewrite on them.
Yeah, I definitely had one for sure.
Oh, I think we can reveal this. This is our fans here. They don't care. But what's up, Rosemary fan bite the apple?
Hello.
Rosemary fan bite the apple. I'm gonna say she for Rosemary. Said that we're incredible. They like our music, and it's the go-to wrestling entrance for WWK 2KE, which I think is funny because a little Nearly Dead story. We put out an album called Revenge of the Nearly Deads a few years ago. And when we were in the studio, we were writing, and most of the songs we had written before the studio. Well, there was one song on that album called Revenge that we wrote in the studio. And so I'm in there, me, TJ, and our producer John are in there, and I'm just like playing around on the guitar, trying to come up with a riff. And I come up with this riff, and they like it. And so we start writing, and we write Revenge. And this is pre-production. And when we finally go to do the album, Josh lays down all his drums. Javi comes in for rhythm guitar day, and he starts laying down a guitar, and Javi lays down a guitar for Revenge. And after Javi finishes laying down his rhythm, he's like, dude, this song sounds like something. And I was like, what? And he's like, dude, this is the Stone Cold Steve Austin intro.
Totally.
And I'm like, what?
Totally.
And Javi goes on
so
YouTube
funny.
and pulls it up. And like, mind you, like I've never watched wrestling. Like I've seen clips when I was a kid and immediately
Wait, is this
discovered
it?
it's not for me.
This is it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna get us flagged. But
Yeah,
if I play too much more of that,
he plays us that song and he's like,
oh, it's in a
the
different
same song, and I'm
key.
like, how could I have known? I've never watched wrestling in my life. It was just so funny. So
it's just a
you
good
saying
riff.
that it's your
That's so
go-to
funny.
WW2K intro makes sense.
The
You
problem
probably-
is that, Steve, wrestling has been watching you your entire life. And so
Yes.
the influence just seeped in unbeknownst to you.
dude, it's weird how that kind of stuff happens. I mean, I guess there's only so many chords, there's only so many things, but like I wrote an instrumental thing a long time ago. It was a riff that I had wrote for the band that we didn't end up using, and so I wrote it as an instrumental thing that I put on my licensing page. And it's kind of industrial sounding, and I wrote it like kind of on the bass, and it's got this kind of groove. Well, all of a sudden, like there's a local rock station here in Nashville called 102.9 The Buzz, and I listened to it in the morning for the talk radio. And like a few years back, and I was listening, and they have those radio has that transition music, like when they're talking about what's going to happen next, or like
That like dun 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 dun. Shh, you're listening to
yeah,
102.9 or whatever.
coming up next, weather with blah blah blah, and they've got music playing in the background. Well, I heard this music, and it was freaking the same riff that I like wrote. Like there was like a slight difference, like it didn't go up after 2 measures or something, but I'm listening and I'm like, son of a bitch, like really they're using my riff. Like I could have sold my song and they could have been playing it and using it because I already came up with that riff. How
Dude,
did they get a hold
creative
of it and
ideas
steal
are
it?
like vapor. If you don't, they'll travel to somebody else.
Right.
That's like that book that I'm into, that Big Magic book, and I'm always telling you guys about. That's like one of her things. So like inspiration, it's like it comes in a wave or whatever. And it's like that's why a lot of times people have the same ideas. And it's kind of like, oh, if you don't take it, then somebody else will. So to trust your instincts and go for it is kind of like the point.
So basically, we need to finish this album ASAP before
Dude,
somebody
before like
steals
all of a
our
sudden,
songs.
like some other band with like a blonde lead singer is gonna like pop out of nowhere and just be like, "Hi, everyone," and we're gonna be like, "Fuck, Damn it. All right, sorry. I'm swearing a lot. I don't know.
Okay. I mean,
that's just how I talk.
Yeah, we're adults. Most of our viewers are adults.
Bitch.
So Joe
you better
is...
bleep that one out.
We'll just say earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs. So we have some pretty good comments coming through. Love all the love tonight. Thank you guys all so much for joining us on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. It's like lively tonight. Maybe this 7 o'clock Wednesday is like the play. Rosemary is a dude called Josh. I see,
Okay.
and I
Nice.
keep telling Steve not to gender the screen names and not to gender the people because you don't know. You can just say they. It's not that hard.
Jeez, Steve.
Well, it's
He'll-
one person.
It's one person and the name is
They
Rosemary.
is a
So,
plural.
but Summer is a
pronoun.
guy too.
You could say it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well,
we're
no,
not going to get into
I'm
that
just gonna
debate
start
at
using
all.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna start
man.
using the Futurama schlee. Everyone's a schlee unless I know.
So anyway, Joe on Facebook has this awesome memory of meeting us with I Set to Kill and Bad Seed Rising in Colorado Springs, and we played giant Jenga, and each block had a challenge written on it.
Oh yeah. What's that? Wait, I Set to Kill. Yeah, and that was with a Cherry Bomb or whatever Cherry. That young band.
Well, we did Bad Seed Rising and I Set to Kill, and
Yeah,
Bad Seed
Bad
Rising's
Seed
all
Rising.
young
Wasn't that
kids.
one of the like kind of the
Punk rock
VIP
shows?
things?
Yeah, we did that whole like free meet and greet, I think, and then everybody got
Yeah,
a
the
signed
Django
poster.
was part of that, all right?
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't think we did it every night though. Like we tried to come up with stuff like every night, and it was really fun. That was a fun tour. So thank you for taking us down memory lane and for coming to see us. And hopefully, soon in the future, you guys will be seeing us again. Oh, Richard says, I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, because we're all dudes. Guys, remember Keenan and Kel?
Oh yeah.
He's a dude. She's a dude.
Because we're all dudes. Hey! So that,
Love
just
it.
call everyone dude. I don't know.
Dude.
Yeah, and on the internet, almost everyone on the internet's a dude. If you don't see their face, beware of dating apps.
Oh.
Picture of a woman, and it's really a dude. It's some dude.
I don't know, man. Maybe you should just be open-minded for wherever that takes you.
See where it goes.
Dude.
Dude, yeah,
Dude.
fuck it, dude.
Dude,
Whatever. Everyone's like loving this. So, let's see. I have a punk chick called Toxine, and I was stuck looking for an entrance theme for her, and I happened to stumble across Punk Rock Kitty Cat. Nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
I don't know. I think we're still talking about the WWE game.
Yeah. I guess a new one just came out.
Nice.
The Nerd Podcast was doing a review
Oh, sweet.
of it. I didn't listen just because I don't know anything about WWE.
But the WWE
But I'm
knows
aware
about
that-
you, Steve.
I'm aware it's out.
Yes, exactly. I used to play wrestling video games when I was young, so I know.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about.
Oh,
Or
okay.
he, sorry.
That dude's talking
Dude.
That's
about
what
it.
that
dude.
dude is talking
That's
about.
what
Dude.
Schlee is talking about.
Where does the
Um,
screen name come from, if you will enlighten us? And your real name is Josh, so that automatically makes you cool. Just
Hey.
hey.
Or it automatically makes you
Depends.
fired.
Depends on who you ask.
Or you're still on trial,
Probation.
right?
Yeah.
You're still on your trial run.
Yeah.
Dude, I have so many regrets. I feel like we were really like, I think you were always in on the joke, but like I kind of regret some stuff. I'm like, was that mean?
I don't think besides like I don't know. Nothing. Yeah, it's not like you guys hazed me or anything really, besides the 151. But
That was
But
on
that
your
was
birthday.
Jordan.
yeah, that
that's
was
on
was
his
my
ass.
birthday too. Yeah.
Was
so
it?
there-
Wait, no. The one, where was the pillow escapade? Was that was Jordan?
That was the 151.
That
Yeah,
was
so
Jordan. That was not your birthday. That was the guys in It Lives at Breeze.
Yeah, and that was
They
the
were
first
hazing you.
first tour. Yeah. because that was my first tour with you guys. But other than that, I don't know. We kind of just had
honestly,
fun times.
it's one of the funniest things that has ever happened in the history of like my lifetime. Like that's up there.
Oh,
But
that's crazy.
in the moment, I was so mad at you guys for not telling anyone. But I didn't. I think I was more mad at the other band than you guys.
Can we fill the audience on what we're talking about?
No,
I feel like we've talked about
that
it.
That was the one thing
Yeah.
that, like, talking about Josh being offended or whatever. I think I've been pretty good read that I can tell if somebody's like, if I'm upsetting somebody, and like, yeah, I think Josh was always in on the teasing, and like he got that it was all sarcasm, but I think that was the one thing that I was just like, I didn't think of. And I told the story a bunch because I thought it was funny because I was there. And then I think it was after so many times Josh was like, hey, can you not tell that at every interview?
Well,
and so I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. That is a little embarrassing.
It's kind of embarrassing. It's kind of,
yeah.
We'll drop it. We'll just drop that one. We can talk about
so
something else.
Nearly Dead's like, when's your new album coming out? It's coming out soon, but dude, our drummer fucking pissed in a pillow, like, Christ.
It's really not like, it's not that. I mean, I don't know. It's just so funny because it's not like
it happens, man.
I feel like Kevin's done more embarrassing things. Like,
I don't think it was as much. I feel like it was the leading up to it made it sound like I was doing more than just peeing on a pillow is what I think. Like, I don't know, like how we would break into it.
The thing that's funny about it was the way, like, somebody woke up and was like, what are you doing?
It was Steve.
It was me. That's what I thought was
Steve
funny.
shining his light on me and being like, dude, what are you doing? And I just remember, I said, it's fine.
Like, that's what makes it so funny.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. That's why I always thought it was funny, was just Josh's reaction when I told him what he was doing, and then like him seeing the expression on his face when he like realized what he was doing. It was like, what? But then passed out, like didn't do anything about it, and just immediately passed out and fell back down.
Well, I slid it under.
Yeah,
I do remember doing that.
Well, that was after I was like you pass out, and then I nudged you, got you back up, and then I was like, dude, we got to do something with this. And that's when you just like pushed it under the bed.
Okay, so how did we even end up talking about this? Damn it.
Because of teasing Josh.
Now I feel bad.
Oh, yeah.
Now I feel,
it was kind of my fault. I brought up the 151 because that was really the only.
Yeah, you did bring it up. So you brought it up this time.
I brought it up, but now it's all out in the open. I got a little too drunk one night. I peed where I shouldn't have. That's really it,
That's really it. But like what ensued after is really the funny part, because like we've all been there, but the fact that you like didn't the next morning like apologize, because we were staying at somebody else's home on the road. Then nobody apologized. Nobody like thought to like throw it in the bathtub or like throw him like money for a new pillow or something like nice. We just like left it there. And didn't tell anybody about it.
So let me tell you what I
probably out of it. But...
Let me tell you what I think.
I don't
happened.
even remember finding out about it until we were like on the road, like hours later.
Yeah, I don't.
Dude,
know.
It was a bunch of guys. Like it was a party. Like there was a bunch of dudes.
Oh yeah, tons of people there.
Like Josh, did the deed, and let me tell you, like the next morning, I'm almost 100% positive that it was dry. And so somebody probably was like, oh, dude, man, my lucky pillow. I've been looking for this. And then they just like took a nap or fell asleep.
Oh,
no, dude.
No harm, no foul.
Why would they Oh,
Like, why does this pillow
man.
smell like ammonia?
Oh.
Did they have cats? I mean, maybe they just
they were
thought,
like,
Dude,
you
they
know,
they were
had-
like, what's
didn't-
what's that asparagus smell?
Didn't those people like
oh, they had
have
a
dogs and like people all over the place? Yeah. yeah.
Yeah,
They probably just thought it was the
yeah.
dog.
I feel like it's
No, but it was
probably-
their parents' house. It was like a young kid, and it was his
Yeah.
parents' house.
Yeah, I feel like it was probably okay. They probably didn't think anything of it.
Hey, all I'm
But-
saying is I've read the Marilyn Manson biography.
We're
He talks
tame.
a lot about
I'm sure
Nine
we're
Inch
tame.
Nails and like Trent Reznor. We're good.
We're
We're
good.
good.
Oh,
like what we're
yeah.
doing, what we did on tour, what may or may not have happened on our tours was basically like a church sermon compared to some other bands. So we're fine.
Yeah.
Dude. You're right though. So back to some of the comments. Rosemary is a wrestler who I happen to be into at some point. Her catchphrase was "bite the apple," as her character was like a demon, and biting the apple is like the sin and the things. And so that's how the name Rosemary fan, Bite the Apple, came to be.
Snow White
Like Snow White.
bit the apple.
Or Eve in the
It was
garden.
poison.
Yeah, poison apple.
Yeah.
Garden of Eden.
It's tough to
Alright,
be a lady.
alright.
It's tough to be a woman. So much temptation.
Jesus.
What? You all are the ones tempting us all the damn time. Yeah, so like
I'm
speaking of drunk
making
stories,
a joke about apples.
like Josh, like, okay, yeah, maybe I haven't peed on a pillow, but my go-to when I get too drunk is every time I get too drunk, it's like I'll see a girl I find attractive and I'm like, oh, I'm totally gonna like flirt with her. I'm gonna get her number.
Rail her.
She's the one.
Dude.
But it's like I'm just drunk and the whole night I'm just like, oh, I'm so gonna talk to her. And then it's just like 4 a.m. and it's like, all right, I'm ready. I'm gonna make my move. And then she like is gone. And I'm like,
And you just forgot
oh,
all
wow.
about trying to match.
Wow. I spent like 6 hours being drunk trying to build up the confidence to go like flirt with some girl, and then she's gone. And that's what drunk Steve does.
So a couple more comments are coming through. So we cleared up the Rosemary issue.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe says a buddy of mine drunk walked into the kitchen and pissed on the stove. Is this? You have to
Ooh.
tell me if this is true or if this
Sounds
is just like-
steamy.
And I
Oh,
said,
yeah.
dude, what are you doing? He
I see
replied,
what you
don't
did there.
worry about it. I got this. And proceeded to flush the toaster.
I feel like that's the natural reaction when you just
Dude, I got
You
this.
literally were
Don't
like,
worry
it's
about it. It's fine.
Just keep walking.
fine.
Yeah.
And then Biohazard Madness said, take that pillow and sell it online as the nearly dead's
Man.
pee pillow.
If we only knew
Yes.
now.
I know. Well, we
We could-
weren't that popular back then. We're still not that popular.
Well, we could probably make merchandise and just it's a white pillowcase with
pillow.
a yellow stain, and then we put like the T&D logo like in
Yes,
the corner
that's
of
so
it.
punk rock. Like, I
Yeah.
love it. I fucking love it. Or
And
just
the
pillow.
stain.
Or just a pillow.
Nearly Dead's pillow.
Just a pillow is just like our new thing. I mean, we gave a fan a pillow on the Patreon and it was like fucking
Yeah.
awesome. We should just make pillows every month. It's hilarious. That's like our thing.
Or instead of signing autographed stuff, we can just pee on it. And just
Dude, didn't Dad,
You know, there's
do you guys
probably a
remember?
market for that.
There was
I
a
mean-
girl who did that on stage recently and like totally had to like backpedal and apologize. She thought she was being so fucking metal, like, who wants me to fucking piss on their face? And some fan was like, yeah. Do you guys not hear about this? I know the fans have.
What is with musicians and peeing on people? Like, why is that? It's happened multiple times.
Like, you're just
multiple
so in
times.
love.
When-
Like,
when
people
you
have
gotta
their
go,
kink,
you
man.
gotta
Don't
go.
shame. People don't kink shame.
No, I understand if that's somebody's thing and they're doing it at home in their bedroom or whatever. But what is it with musicians? There's so many musicians that have peed on their fans, like live. I'm like,
I don't know,
What-
like you
what's
love,
going
like
on here?
they think their fans like love them so much that they just want their pee on them.
it's definitely arrogance. I mean, R. Kelly
Yeah.
being one of them is just proof that it's arrogance.
That was like
really.
abuse. That wasn't like on. I don't know. That was weird. But this woman, it was like a female, like I don't know, like metal band or from some other country. I could be mistaken. I mean, I could Google it or something, but I remember hearing about that, and And it's like, so.
Yes.
But she got in a lot of trouble for it. Like she like apologized for it. Like I think the venue like kicked them out and was just like, you can't fucking do this. Like here, like fucking, what are you doing?
It's indecent exposure.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I think she got like
Yeah.
arrested or something for that too. Yeah, because she did it right on stage. So like I just feel like that's crossing the line, man. I feel like there's so many other things that you can do to be shocking on stage. You know what I mean? Without peeing on somebody. That's just fucking
Right.
nasty.
I mean,
It's just weird.
You can
I
bite the
mean-
head off a bat or something.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I
know.
was gonna say.
that apparently that was like a mistake. Have y'all ever heard that story? Like that was a mistake. Like people were throwing stuff on the stage and he thought it was like fake.
Yeah, he didn't. Wasn't it actually a chicken though, or something?
I don't know. Funny that I said it though.
But yeah, he
because
thought- he
then
didn't know it was
Googlen
real.
Immediately points out that that's how COVID started. With Ozzy.
Ozzy started COVID.
Man, this has turned into quite the stream. To keep the P train going here, somebody mentioned they're like, yeah, haven't you heard of golden showers? Obviously I've heard of it, and I'm just gonna go out there and say every time I have a shower, it's golden shower. You guys tell me if you're the same way. I honestly can't shower without peeing in the shower. It's something about like just the running, hearing the running water.
Wait, let's
and
hear
the water
Javi. Let's hear
going.
Javi out here.
Like-
Let's let Javi speak.
So fuck the positivity train. We're on the P train now.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
pee-pee train.
The P train.
The
The
P
P
train.
train. So
I mean,
what is this about
am I
pissing
the
in the
only
shower,
one?
Steve?
Yeah, like, am I the only one? Chat, speak up. Like, I literally pee in the shower every time I shower.
I'm pretty sure that's extremely common, but I never do it. Never.
Why not?
What, do you think it's not sanitary or something?
Tell us
Uh,
why not.
I never thought about it. I'll pee before getting into the shower, which is
But see,
Yeah.
it's not like I get in the shower and I think about it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go pee. It's just like I'm literally showering and just
What?
the running water
just
and
start
everything.
peeing.
It's just like,
Uh,
all right, I need to pee, and then I pee.
All right, Javi.
Steve, you know what that is? Because I have a similar issue.
Do you
should-
poop in the
it's-
shower, Javi?
On occasion. No. I think it's the warmness of the water. Like if you shower with warm water, it's like
my shower is scalding hot. Like I shower
Yeah,
where
dude,
it's like burning the flesh off my skin.
Who
or my
showers in
bones.
anyway?
well, no, some people do. Some people encourage like cold showers
Yeah.
because it gets the entrepreneurial brain stimulated.
Dude, I know
wherever the
exactly
fuck.
what you're talking about too. Yeah, the cold shower
Mm.
thing or the cold plunge. Yeah,
Yeah.
wakes up all your systems and your whatever. What
It's
am I
like a
trying-
shock.
the
It's like a
shock to
shock
your
to the
nervous
body or-
system. Like it activates
Right.
all your shit.
It's just part
Yeah.
of the relaxation of it, you know. And
You're just
like I
he's
said,
so
it's a drain,
relaxed.
and then the water's going, and then you shower and shampoo, so all the soaps. Like it's not like it's not sanitary.
Steve's so
No, I'm
relaxed
sure
that
it's
the urine
great.
just naturally leaves his body.
So
But I do it too. That it's not,
I don't think it's that
nothing
weird.
I'm pretty sure most guys do. I don't know.
you know what's
I'm
what's
going
weird?
to. I'm going to
Dude.
now.
You know what's weird?
Let us know when
And
you do.
I will. I'll keep
Be
you
like,
updated.
congratulations, Josh.
I hope my son never watches this, but he's small, and so sometimes I
Do
shower
you-
with him, and
Yeah.
like he's
You
getting to
pee
the
on
point
him?
where he's getting to the point where he's bigger, so I just kind of let him stand there.
Mm-hmm.
And like sometimes he's like playing with his toys and things, and I'm just like, man, I kind of have to go. Like, hey son, what's like? Like, I don't want to pee on your head, so like, why don't we like switch rotation and you go in the back, just keep playing with your toys, and I'm just gonna.
Collateral. You don't want any collateral damage.
That's pretty
But
funny.
hey, man, at least I've got the decency to not piss on my son.
You guys, I can't.
But it's fun. Pretty soon, he's gonna have to start showering by himself.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This
I
is
love this
I think
went
that's
from
every kid.
cereal-
Like when you're too young, you give your kids baths, and then they reach a certain age, and it's like, you just save water, you shower with your kid, and then they reach a certain age where it's like, okay, you're on your own.
Yeah,
You slip and hit your head, you learn a lesson. So don't do it again.
yeah.
So to kind of clean this up a bit. I want to go back
You guys
earlier
want to talk
on.
about cereal?
Somebody, not
Yeah.
cereal, but somebody asked. They said, "Oh, it was Doolin said he's been watching Survivor like a madman lately, and he was wondering if we've been binging anything. Like, what are we watching now?
Game of Thrones.
Yellowstone.
I'm
You're back
still-
on Game of Thrones, Javi?
I
Or did
finished
you
it.
ever cheat?
I finished it.
Okay, you just
I just finished the entire thing.
and
Oh, Soulqueef is here.
Soul
I was
Queef.
hoping,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
said that was an interesting point to join in. And I was like gonna say something when we were talking about the P and the PP train about how I wish Soulqueef was here, and now they're here. Yay!
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna recap it. You can just
No.
watch it on Twitch.
You can look at the comments on Twitch and or rewatch or
Rewatch
well,
it
they're
on
on
Twitch.
YouTube, so
So Yellowstone's a new one, right? TJ, new season or something.
I'm on season 3 of the show. It's been going on for a while, so we've been binge watching seasons 1 and 2
Mhm.
on Peacock, I think. It's an incredible show. It's great. So
Nice.
highly recommended.
Ooh.
It's kind of like a drama. It's just a good show.
A lot of people like it.
Yeah, I've heard great things, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get on this train, and it's definitely worth the hype. It's a good show.
Nice.
The bad
Josh,
thing about
what-
being married, though, is that you cannot watch anything when your spouse isn't there. So, like, you have to wait days to watch another episode where you can both watch it together.
You don't have your own.
Well, we
like-
watch it together.
Well, yeah. I mean,
But, like,
I'm a fan of watching things together, but I mean, I'm sure you both have like shows that you like that maybe the other doesn't like.
oh,
right?
well, yeah.
Or do
well,
you
I
both
just,
like every show?
I love RuPaul's Drag Race, and I like to watch it with him. And that is the one show that and he likes it too. But if he can't watch it with me, I'm like, sorry, I'm watching it without you because I will get spoiled on social media. So I need to watch it. Otherwise, I'll know who went home that week. So,
Yeah.
but you know, the cardinal rule, like you cannot watch stuff without your person if you guys are watching the show together. I don't really have.
That's if you like start it together.
Yeah, yeah,
But,
yeah.
I mean, you don't have to watch every show together.
Maybe this is why you're single. Ah!
No, like, well,
I
because
don't know, man.
it's
I
like
don't know, man.
Chime
all the-
in the comments, folks.
I think not every in every relationship, you have common interests.
No,
But
yeah.
you both don't like all the same things.
No,
you
for sure.
obviously have your also outside
Yes,
interests.
yes.
So that's all I'm saying is it's like there's got to be some shows that you can watch that
I
when
watched
he's not
all-
around that he doesn't care about.
I watched all of the HBO reboot of Sex and the City by myself without him at all.
Yeah,
Of course.
because I'm sure he didn't care. So like,
exactly.
I don't think any guy has. Well, let me not assume, but
Yeah, dude.
no guy
Wow.
that
A lot
I
of guys
no guy
like
that
Sex
I
in
know,
the City. It's a great
no guy
show.
that I know.
And the reboot was great. Yeah, I watched that all in like 2 days. The episodes were like short. I didn't remember. You know what? I just remember the original Sex in the City. The episodes were all like 30 minutes long. It was like a short show. So like
Yeah.
in the reboot, they're all like 30, 40 minutes. So it was just like boom, boom, boom. I finished it in like 2 days.
I remember
kind of-
being a kid
go ahead.
and
Period.
watching what channel was it on? Like
HBO.
HBO or okay. I remember being a kid and being like, you know, oh shit, Sex in the City's on at like 11 or 12, like back when they had that. And then I watched it and I was like, man, this shit sucks. And because I was like expecting, you know, sex in some kind of
Yeah.
city, like
This isn't what I thought.
Yeah.
as well.
like
There's
Well, there
sex.
So
were
every-
like sex scenes, but I
Yeah.
remember like watching it and then being like, well, none of these girls are hot, so this is boring.
I just
Welcome
I
to the
was looking
misogyny
forward to, like,
train.
I was looking
Jesus.
forward to some kind of like thing, and then so from that point
Oh,
on,
you
when
thought
would
maybe
come
it was
on,
like softcore porn or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
then
when you're
when
a
it came
kid, you're
on-
like HBO sex. You
Yeah.
know? Oh, there we
then
go.
I was like, man, this shit. Okay,
it's just women chatting, like you're talking a lot. Like, somebody show your boobs.
They well, if you would get to know the characters. No. Anyway, it's a great show. So what about everybody else?
I've got a few things. So I just finished. I I highly recommend to everybody on Netflix, Cuphead. It's based off the video game that this couple made together. It's like an indie video game, and it looks like an old school like Mickey Mouse cartoon from like the 50s or whatever, and the animation, and they turn it into a show, and it's actually freaking hilarious. It's like something you watch with your kids, but it's kind of Animaniacs humor, but they're like short little 15-minute episodes. So I just like watch them while I eat. Super good show. I'm also watching. I'm so excited because season 4 of The Marvelous Miss Maisel came out. So I'm like 4 or 5 episodes into that. That's one of the shows that I tell everybody to watch. It's so good, and she's so funny. And go women, empowering
Oh
women
God!
in the
All
50s.
right, trying to make up for your. Anyway, go. What about Josh?
My comments were not
Yeah.
misogynist. That was just me. We were talking about being kids. When you're a kid, you just see sex and you're like
That's just
drawn to it.
Yeah.
I think Steve is
But
probably the
third
most
thing,
misogynist person I know.
the third thing I've been watching, which I'm pretty exciting, is I'm showing somebody Star Wars for the first time.
Wow.
And so I'm
it's a big
super
deal.
excited. And I'm like, I don't know if anybody's seen that meme of Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny. And it's like, when my friends ask me a question about Star Wars, and then I'm like, and it's like all the movies
stuff with
and
the-
shows.
yeah,
Like he's
with-
got all the
yeah.
like string theory.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's how I am. It's like before we started watching it, it literally took me a week to decide, am I going to show it in order of like story from like episode 1 to episode 9, or I'm going to do an order of like release when they came out, and then like, are we going to do the shows in between or just do the movies first? And like, I was like, because I need them to like it as much as I like it, so I need to like make sure it all makes sense, it's epic and whatever. But I decided on doing the release order because I felt like, I think you should experience it in the way I experienced it. See the original Luke Skywalker storyline,
Yeah.
and then like get the backstory to his dad, and then go through. And so we watched the original trilogy, and now next we got episode 2, the Clone Wars, coming out. So that's always fun. I'm obviously love Star Wars, but I love like, if anybody has never experienced it, I get excited. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
I agree with the timing. I don't think you could make somebody like hooked and fall in love with Star Wars and like if you don't show them A New Hope first.
Right.
I just don't think they'll get it.
Like, you got to get Carrie Fisher.
You don't have R2. You don't have Luke.
Yeah.
You don't have any of that in the episode 1 movie.
And I think that's what makes
R2,
like the prequels exciting, kind of, I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the trailer just came out for the Obi-Wan series on Disney Plus, and it looks epic.
The other trailer,
I honestly am more excited than Mandalorian.
The other trailer that looks amazing is like the Dumbledore movie.
I heard about. Oh, is it the new Fantastic Beasts?
Yeah.
It's
like
it's
Fantastic Beasts: Secrets of Dumbledore. It's like all the Harry Potter like professors when they were young. It looks like it's going to be awesome. Like, I don't know if those were also books. I'm not into Harry Potter universe. I'm not into any of that, but that movie I saw the preview for, they did it like a trailer at the Super Bowl, and then they played it when I went to see the Batman, and I was just like, this looks amazing. It just looks so cool. And I really want to see it.
I need to see
it comes out right when I'm actually in April going to Orlando to go to Universal, and they've got the Harry Potter land and at both the things. And then like when I get back that next weekend is when the Fantastic Beasts comes out.
When
Have you ever
going
been to the Harry Potter part?
What's that?
Have you ever been to the Harry Potter?
Yeah, but when I went years ago, like 2 of the rides weren't even finished, and the train was broken, so I didn't really get to experience all of it. But I'm also going to the Hollywood Studios Disney to go to the Star Wars land. Is now open down
Wait,
there.
when are you going?
Like the second weekend in April.
Oh shit, because our friends are getting married and we're all going to Disney
Oh, that's
April.
awesome. When?
Like
April?
the 3rd week. Like the week
Oh,
after
so you're
Easter.
going the weekend after me. That's awesome.
Shit. Yeah.
Well, it's too
so
bad.
We're gonna
Like,
do
it's
Star
not the
Wars
same
and
weekend.
Harry
We
Potter.
could have bumped into each other.
I know. And they were all my friends like from the wedding. Like, so you would know everybody. It's Justin and Andrea, they just decided to elope, and they got like this big I don't know. The whole crew was going. Jamie, wait, maybe. I don't know if Jamie and Kelly are going, but Jill and her girlfriend, and then me and Jordan, of course, and Steph and Aaron are all going. So like it's gonna be a fucking rage fest, and we're spending like one day at one park and one day at the other, and I'm pretty sure they're making us like matching t-shirts and shit too, because it's like their wedding party. Like they just decided instead of they were gonna do like a destination wedding in Florida, and we were all gonna go anyway, and then I guess some drama ensued, and they were just like, fuck it, we're just gonna elope and invite our friends down for a big party. So that's what we're doing. That's crazy.
Sounds fun.
I haven't been to Harry Potter or Star Wars land yet, so I'm really excited.
That's awesome. I'm bummed that we're not going the same weekend though.
Yeah.
I mean, could leave like some breadcrumbs or some kind of like
I'll graffiti somewhere and tell you to just be like the Nearly Deads was here.
What were you gonna say, Josh?
Well, I'm literally doing the same thing in June.
Damn.
I'm going to Harry Potter.
Dude,
and then...
that is Josh.
Listen,
if you finish your drums,
here's what we all have to
finish.
Yeah.
To go.
Here's what we all have to do.
I'm recording drums in May.
Yeah, you better finish.
Have somebody take a picture of you alone in front of like something specific, and then I'll Photoshop us all in together.
That would be really
Let's do that, and then let's just Photoshop Javi even though he's not there.
Yeah.
He was never there. I'm down to do that. I think that'd be hilarious, and we'll give it to the patrons.
We'll just yeah, that's awesome. We'll do that. You won't get it until June, but
I know. Sorry,
it's coming up. It's right around the corner.
It's planned out.
Yeah.
To answer Biohazard's question, yes. And Cad Bane, they did such a good job in the Boba Fett show. He looked so good, like creepy and dope. I love they had the same voice actor. It was pretty awesome. That finale episode of Boba Fett was epic. Boba Fett riding a Rancor is
wait, I haven't watched it
in the world.
No spoilers.
Okay, yeah, just watch it.
I just
you
pay
gotta
for
watch
Disney
it before
Plus. I don't
Obi-Wan
watch it.
Comes out.
Yeah, and what else is coming out? The Hobbit show that's coming out.
Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings thing.
Well, that's the end of the year.
Is that going to be on Disney, or is that going to be?
That's Amazon
Prime.
Yeah, what's coming out sooner is at the end of May. Is it the end of May or the end of this month?
Dude, Better Call Saul is coming back.
The Halo show comes out on Paramount Plus.
And
then apparently Amazon's picking up a bunch of video game movies. Or TV shows. They're doing a TV show for God of War. They're doing a TV show for Mass Effect.
Damn.
Wow.
They should do
They're doing a Fallout. They're doing a Fallout TV show.
No
Amazon.
way.
Yeah. And the lead role is it's that character actor that's in every Western that's got the like perfect teeth. God, what's his name? I always forget. But he's like the lead character in the Fallout series, which is going to be cool.
Oh, Timothy Olyphant?
No. He kind of looks like him. He's a character actor. He always plays a bad guy in every Western. I'll have to look him up. But he's playing the lead in Fallout. And then HBO picked up Last of Us. So there's going to be a Last of Us show. There's like a lot of video game. Netflix is doing a Resident Evil live action show. Wow. It's like, I think it's cool that like video games are finally coming
kind of
to
like
the
having the
screen.
moment.
Yeah.
But I like that they're coming to TV because almost all of video game movie adaptations tend to be pretty bad. And I think it's because you're trying to take this story that like took 20, 30 hours to beat and cram it into 2 hours. Whereas I think these TV shows serve it better because you can kind of like dish it out. Like The Witcher like worked really well as a show. Which I was going to ask you guys. Here's a question I have for y'all and for the chat too. So I just finished playing Divinity 2 the other night. I finally beat it after a long time. And are you guys the same way? Like, I feel like video games can be the same as like a book series or something. You know, when you've like read a book series or you've played a really big video game that takes like hours and hours to beat, when you beat it, do you ever get this like weird feeling? It's like you've been along for this ride with this characters for like hours and hours and hours of your life, and the ending is never quite satisfying. Like TV shows too, like sitcoms, it's like the ending just never feels right because you're just like, oh, this is weird. It's done. Like, what? I want more of you guys. like this is it. It's good. It almost feels like a breakup. You know, like when Friends ends or you finish reading Harry Potter. I just anytime I finish like a long series, whether it's book, TV, or like a long video game, I always have this weird feeling where it's like I don't want it to be over. Like, you know, how do I get more of you?
Oh yeah, I get emotional, man. I'm sad when stuff ends like that, you know, when you're don't shake your head. When you're invested, you know.
What
Yeah,
did you cry at? What?
I don't I mean, yeah, I don't cry, but it's sad, you know. It's like
Yeah. Now what?
I don't know. Yeah, like even when I rewatched Breaking Bad, already knowing what happens, I was still just as sad that it was like, oh, it's over. You know, like but yeah.
You kind of understand why Lord of the Rings has like 3 endings because it's like you just don't want it to end. It's like you've already spent 12 hours watching these movies, and then it just you think it's end, and the black screen comes back up, and it's the next like gathering, and then you think it ends, and then the black screen comes back up, and they're at the boats, and it's yeah. When the Lord of the Rings ended, it's just like so sad. I'm like, I want more. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Savi. I think I cut you off.
I couldn't wait for Game of Thrones to be over, to be honest. Like, I got to like season 5 or 6, and I was like, this shit is amazing. But then, like, people kept telling me, oh, the last season sucks and blah, blah, blah. And so the more I started watching, the more I was like, yeah, this shit kind of sucks. And so I was like, all right, just get me through this. Like, let me see what the ending is. And
Yeah.
it was all right, you know.
I heard people like I never watched Game of Thrones, but I heard that the ending was like people were not happy with it.
I mean,
I guess if it's a bad ending, then
I didn't hate it as much as haters hated it. To me, I'm like, yeah, this could have been better, but whatever. I mean, there's still some cool moments.
The first like 5 or 6 seasons, what intrigues you is like the creativity of the writing and just the intelligence behind it. Because it was like it wasn't as much action or fighting. It was just like this the wittiness of it, and it was just like it was like watching somebody really good at chess playing. It was just like, oh shit, like they just did that. Like that's dope as fuck. But then like towards the end, it was like it was watching a 2-year-old try to learn chess, and it was just like,
well,
all right,
yeah,
man,
because...
like just move it along. Like,
well, you know why that happened is because it was based off of George R.R. Martin's books, but he didn't finish the book series. Like, he was slow to finish the last 2 books, so the TV show caught up with his books, and they're like, we have fans watching this show. We can't just like stop and wait for you to finish these books. So they finished the show without him having the books to go off of. So it was like writers, like show writers, finishing the series. So it's like it's like 2/3 or 3/4 of the series is based off of a book, and then that last quarter is just kind of like creative liberties because George R.R. Martin had writer's block and he couldn't finish, which to me that's so weird because now when George R.R. Martin's writing, to me, when I heard about all that happening, it's like, okay, well, they're kind of finishing the story for you. So when he finishes his books, is he pulling from the TV show now, or is he gonna or did he just kind of like?
I would hope not. I would hope he would still do his own thing. I mean,
yeah, but wouldn't it be hard not to be influenced?
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he hasn't watched it.
Maybe, I don't know. But it just seems weird that somebody finishes your story before you do. You know?
Well,
Yes.
somebody was saying I was watching like some podcast about it, and someone was saying that maybe it's like a marketing tactic, because if he put out his books during the show, people wouldn't give a shit because they're watching the show. But they're like maybe he's waiting for the show to be over, finish his books, and then once the books come out, people will buy that shit and see what his
the
ending
differences
was.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I was like, hey, that's pretty smart on his part.
I'm assuming he had to sign off on the script.
Yeah.
Isn't the same thing kind of going on with like The Walking Dead? Like I haven't watched it in years.
I haven't watched
now,
it in years either.
but
Oh,
it just kind of
the graphic novel series had ended.
Yeah.
Like I think before the series ended.
Okay. Well, because they're like on the final season now. Like I've seen advertisements, but I have no idea what's going on.
I haven't
No.
watched it since Negan.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I got so tired of Negan not being dead that I was just like, I'm over
And then
this.
they just
And
he's
just
still
nothing,
not dead.
nothing happening ever. Like,
Nothing happened to him.
yeah,
Well, that was just not okay to me.
yeah.
Yeah, there's ample opportunities to kill that guy, and they didn't. And I'm just like, there's no way these characters are that timid and that afraid that they can't. Like, it just doesn't make sense, and it was frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we said we wanted to keep it short and sweet tonight, so we are around the 1 hour mark. We went from cereal to PP to, again, video games and movies. I don't know what to tell you. That's just the shit that we like to talk about.
That's who we are.
And I think it was a pretty good night tonight. I appreciate everybody for joining, everybody who's on our Patreon. You guys got the link here. If you're not a member, you can join for like $2 a month, and it just helps support us, helps us keep doing the stream, helps us keep, raising money to be putting towards our new album, studio time, etc., stuff like that. We're really stoked on everything that we're working on. Any final thoughts from the Nearly Dead's crew tonight?
I think it seems like 7 Eastern on a Wednesday is the way to go, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of people.
Seems like it's good for you, chat. Let us know.
A lot of chat, a lot of chatter in the chat room.
Chit chat.
Any other final thoughts?
Zip it.
No, I think I'm good.
What about you, Javi? Nothing.
I mean, I'm putting a single out Friday. Y'all can check that out.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
You know why we were able to keep it short today, and why I think people were so engaged, is because we didn't spend an hour just catching up.
Right.
We actually just talked about something. So maybe that's the formula from here on out.
Well, sometimes catch-ups, like they, create conversation topics.
True.
But Javi, so are you gonna ever give your songs to the patrons, or are you just keeping that separate?
I can. I mean, honestly, all the unreleased songs I can give them to you guys before they come out, like officially on Spotify.
Yeah, or even if they're out, if you just want to make like a SoundCloud link or something. I've got a single too that I'm still waiting on artwork, but once that's out, I've been giving that stuff to the patrons. We've been giving them kind of side project stuff too, just to be like, hey, this is what the band members are doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure they'd love to hear your track.
Yeah, guys, Javi solo stuff is very good, so make sure you check it out. Army of 100 Sheep on Spotify, all the streaming services. Steve, where can they find your stuff? Toby?
Yeah, I made a bad mistake of making it T0BI.
T0BI, Toby, with a 0.
I think it's cool.
Look at my cat.
Well,
look at Eleanor.
Well, the problem is when I was originally doing it, there was a bunch of other kind of like really small artists using Toby as the name, and I was thinking like, oh, there's all these bands like churches and
Yeah, no,
dead
I
mouse,
think
and
it's
they're
cool.
using, and I was like, oh, I'll just do a 0, but I'm like, a 0 just looks like an O. Like, so unless I can actually do the symbol with the X, the line through it, it's like most people just think it's TOBI. So they're going to search it and nothing's going to come up. So it's like, it's hard to like let people know that it's like T0BI
T0BI.
on Spotify.
Steve, it's very Smashing Pumpkins, so
Yes,
I
go
commend you on
0.
that.
0.
Well, actually, Javi said the new sound. What did you say? You said it sounded like Angels and Airwaves. That's what you said.
Oh, your stuff?
Nice.
The new song, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That's what you
can't
said
wait
when
to
we
hear
listened
it.
to John. So.
Steve's got a very spacey, ethereal thing going on, which is cool.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Can't wait to hear it, guys. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We will see you next week, apparently at 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. That seems like the sweet spot. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for being part of our community. And we hope we brightened your day just a little bit by being here with us and joining in on us and being a part of our community. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Peace.
Now say the zippity doo-dah thing.
Zippity doo dah.
Zip it up and zip it out.